Welcome back everyone. Quickly, let's continue our discussion on HTML CSS tutorial for beginners to advanced. And right now, we'll be discussing about CSS margins. CSS margins are used to create space around elements outside of any defined borders. Once again, CSS margins are used to create space around elements outside of any defined borders. That is where you can use CSS margin. You can use it anywhere, but to understand how CSS margins works easily, when you create an element, after the element, if you give it a border, then after the border, if you now specify CSS margins, then you are going to see how the margin is going to work. You are going to see the movement, you are going to see the spaces, you are going to see how your elements will look different and how it will shift from the top to the bottom or the right to the left or whatever. So I'm going to be explaining how this works easily in an easy manner. So CSS margins. The CSS margin properties are used to create space around elements outside of any defined borders. Once again, the CSS margin properties are used to create space around elements outside of any defined borders. With CSS, you have full control over the margins. Once again, with CSS, you have full control over the margins. There are properties for setting the margin for each side of an element: top, right, bottom, and left. So right here, we are saying that there are properties for setting the margin for each side of an element: top, right, bottom, and the left side. So we are going to be exploring this once again in the future tutorial. Anwar, akorede, ayofe is my name once again. I wish to see you guys next time to the next tutorial. Have a great day. Thank you, and to the next.